you. I hope you're doing well. So today, for the last video of the month of July, I figured we would do some small cards with stickers. And what better way of using the stickers than making some cards for my Etsy store, because I will need, when it comes time to be close to Christmas, to have some cards already made. And I figured, you know what, let's be ahead of time this time around. As you probably know, if you've watched my channel, I had gotten big packs of paper from AC Moore's way back when I used to go to the States, and there was these papers in one of the packs. Now they look very Christmassy, and as you can see, like, this one is definitely Christmas. It has December and Christmas written on it, and they were probably part of a pack, you know, of papers that belong to each other, but now they would be perfect to make some cards because the inside is white. Now I kept these for exactly for that purpose. And I've got some smaller ones that I thought I could use to embellish. I also pulled out a bunch of the smaller size little cards, and I've got a bunch of the stickers. So we will just get going and make as many of those cards as possible. And I wonder if I can use the fact that there's some white edge to some of these as part of the embellishment type of thing. Of course, if I just do this and I put a sticker on it, I'm not sure that it's the best. I would prefer to have something like to make it a little bit more interesting. So we will try to find ways of making this a little bit better, so that there's a little bit more interest. But I would love to be able to use those scraps, you know, because otherwise I'm really never going to use them. I'm wondering if, in the case of this tree, if some yellow would be a good combo for it. I feel like it would be, because it's because of the color of the it's the same yellow, because of the yellow in it. So maybe if I did this here and then I cut this lengthwise, because I don't want it to be so big, and maybe cut this down a bit, just so that there's something else on top of this. I could, of course, also add, I have some bling. I have this one, which is silver, but I do have a gold one. I'm thinking the gold one would be cute with this because there's gold on the tree. And I mean, this makes this card a little bit fancier than most. Usually I wouldn't go to the extent of adding this type of bling to it, but why not? Okay, I need to try to keep this fairly straight, which is not something I'm known for. Yeah, I think that finishes off nicely. And of course I'm going to put my stamp in the back. I'm hoping that the people that get the cards with their purchase understand that they're handmade. They might not. I have no clue. Okay, so we've got a few more here that are available. There's one that has a lot of green. This is not necessarily the type of green that I would use for a Christmas card. It's a little bit bright, you know, like I would use something more like along the lines of this. But maybe I can do something like that. Would this go well with this? Feels a little bit simple with just the green. This is just some paper that was part of the jelly print experiment. If I can use the scraps also on my desk, that would be awesome. So I've been sick. I managed to get a cold. I don't know how. And it's been dragging on for a week now. And it's really not fun. And it seems to come and go. Last night I woke up and my throat was sore again, which was the case last week. That's how I learned that I was becoming sick, was I started having a sore throat. Okay, cute. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but those cards are not made to be spectacular. They're made to be fun and to just have a way of saying thank you. Have this piece that's left from the Christmas card. I also have this piece that was also left, but doesn't really fit with this. I don't seem to have any. I've used up, in the recent video that I did for Patreon, I've used up all my red little scraps on my desk. I should have kept them for this. I didn't think about it. Okay, I've got one here. No. Let's use doesn't really fit. These papers are a problem for me. They've been a problem for me ever since I got that paper pack. I haven't been able to use them really. I'm wondering if I have any bigger paper. I think I have. It's not the right red. I wonder if I should pull out a paper pack and use some of those papers to make this, because that might be helpful. Maybe if I can use some of those big papers, that the ones that I don't use much, maybe I can find a way to use them, like this one. Like, I've never found a use for this, and maybe this could be a fun way of using these. I'm struggling. Do I have anything else in here? I have this red here, but maybe I can use some of that to make something. How does the card open? Okay, like that. So maybe if I put this, and then I put something like that. I could put one with a candy cane. It's going to be a good way of using these pieces if I can manage to find ways. Because those little embellishing things don't really fit with I find with and I mean these are so big. That's why I'm having so much trouble with them, I think, because they're so big. I like the piece. This one has the word peace on it, so I'm thinking maybe that one. With the little peace bird. I can use a few of these sticker sheets. That's a good thing too. I think I'm gonna take the piece so it goes together. And then I've got the candy cane, which I kind of like with this one. And this sticker sheet is finished. Woohoo! Maybe something just like that. I'm using two of these little things. So here we go. And I haven't made that many cards yet. I'm a bit disappointed because I thought I was going to be able to pop them out, but as I said, these papers have been difficult for me to use. That could be pretty just like that. Do I add something else? I could add maybe a little gift. The snowflakes I love to keep for making, for using in cards, but it's the other elements that I don't use so much. So I'm going to keep the snowflakes for when I'm making cards, but these, if I can use them, that'd be good, because those are the ones that I have more trouble finding ways to use. And they're kind of small, the images, so it's good for making small cards like these, but not so much for the bigger type of cards. Maybe this. Cut that out. why won't it go? I don't know. So I hope that you've enjoyed the cards for the month of July, when we went all Christmassy. Obviously these are not, these would be cards that you would, like, you could easily make these to be toppers, or little gift cards, like to put on as gift tags. If you've got these papers that you don't know what to do with, it's a good way of using them. Because honestly, what else are you going to do with these type of papers? Maybe something like that. As I said, I'm also cleaning up my desk because these little bits were on it. And I wonder if I could use it in little sections like that. Might be an easier way of using them. What else do I have? I have a snowman. I have a bunch of bigger images too. These could be fun with some of the green. Like some of the, okay, so let's finish off this one. And thinking this one, this little guy. And I was thinking with the green. If I put him on here directly, you can see through him, which is weird. Same with these little guys. That's the thing with these stickers, they're see-through. If they're pale, they're see-through. If they're not too pale, then you can't. But with this, you really see through them. You kind of have to put them on something. I don't know why I got this sheet of stickers. I've got a feeling I got it a long time ago, because I'm not sure that I would purchase these ones again, especially since it doesn't have the snowflakes. And usually when I purchase these, I purchase them because they had the fun snowflakes. But without the snowflakes, it's not as much fun to use. The snowflakes, if you've watched my my Christmas card videos, I've used snowflakes a lot, but that one could be fun. I don't know, I need something on here. Just felt boring. Okay. I just want to get these used up, honestly. Like, it's that's the big goal with these cards. I don't want to see the polka dots through the bear or the gingerbread man. It looks strange. So I have some smaller ones that I could use. So what have you been up to? I can't believe the month of July is pretty much over. It's crazy to me how fast time is going this year. Well, every year. It just seems to be going faster and faster. And first thing we'll know, it's going to be fall again, which I'm not looking forward, because that means then that colder season is around, and I don't like the cold. And it's been a weird summer in the sense that it's been either really, really warm, or it hasn't been warm at all, which is strange. I don't know what's the weather been where you're at, but here it's been weird. My garden has been doing fairly well, and I have a tiny little baby bunny that is going close to my garden. It's a good thing that he doesn't have access to everything, because stuff is really up high in containers. But he's adorable. I just don't want him in my garden. Wonder if I put this like that, and I'll put this at the bottom. And then I sit the bear on top of that. It's gonna be the year that I have the most of my mini cards prepared, because I don't. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, I ended up preparing them way past the time where I should have been including them in the stuff that I was selling, which is not good. That's pretty. So I think basically we've used up that entire sheet of papers. And I'm not sure how many cards we've got so far. Do I feel like I've got enough for now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think that's a good start. And by the time we get closer to Christmas, we can always make another batch. I did use up a lot of the papers, but you can see that there's still just as much. I need to find ways of using them in other cards that I make, but it doesn't really fit with the papers that I usually use. Like, and usually the patterns are much smaller. Gonna have to find a way to use them up. So anyway, that's it for now. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you guys next week for another video. Not quite sure what it's gonna be. It might be with my Patreon's freebie sheets or not. I'm not quite sure. So see you then, and sending you much love. Bye.